Have you ever wrapped a scarf around your neck, looked in the mirror, and thought, why does this not look good on me? You're not the only one who's felt that way. I've met so many women over 50 who've quietly given up on scarves, not because they don't love them, but because every time they try one, it somehow looks wrong. It feels too bulky, too tight, or just not flattering. But here's what I want you to know. It's not you. It's not your age or your body or even your outfit. Most of the time, it's just a few small styling mistakes that no one ever taught us how to fix. Welcome to Golden Grace, where we talk about real, practical style for real women. Women who've lived, learned, and still want to look and feel amazing every single day. Today, I'm going to share 5 mistakes that make scarves feel awkward instead of elegant. And more importantly, I'll show you exactly how to fix them so you can walk out the door looking confident and polished every time. So, if you've ever thought scarves just don't suit you, stay with me. By the end of this, you'll see them in a whole new light. Mistake 1. Wearing the wrong size or shape. Let's start with the biggest one. Choosing the wrong size or shape of scarf. This might sound simple, but it's honestly the reason most women feel scarves don't flatter them. Here's something I've learned after years of styling women in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. The wrong proportion can completely throw off your look. If your scarf is too thick, it swallows your neckline and hides those graceful shoulder lines that make you look elegant and poised. If it's too small or too short, it cuts across your chest in the wrong place, making your frame appear shorter or wider than it actually is. I remember working with a lovely client named Susan. She's 62, petite, always smiling, and she told me, "Scarves make me feel like I'm drowning." When she showed me her collection, every single one was an oversized blanket scarf, heavy, warm, and honestly, meant for someone 6 inches taller. So we swapped them out for a few light, medium-length scarves in silk and soft cotton. The next day, she came back beaming. She said, "I wore one to brunch, and for the first time, I actually loved how I looked in it." That right there is the difference the right size can make. If you're petite like Susan, go for scarves that don't crowd your neckline. Medium length, lightweight, with just enough drape to move softly when you walk. Avoid thick blanket scarves. They can make your upper body look boxy and weigh down your outfit. But if you're taller or have broader shoulders, you can absolutely embrace longer, wider scarves. They balance your frame beautifully and give that graceful, vertical flow that instantly looks high-end. Here's a simple trick I teach my clients. Before you wear or buy a scarf, hold it up in front of a mirror. Shoulder to mid-torso. If it makes your body look longer and more balanced, it's right for you. If it looks like it's cutting your shape in half or feels like too much fabric, fold it lengthwise or drape it loosely. And let me tell you something that surprises many women. Sometimes, the problem isn't just how we wear it, but how much scarf we're wearing. Too much fabric equals distraction. The eye doesn't know where to rest. But when the proportion is right, the scarf becomes part of you. It frames your face, enhances your posture, and suddenly, you look more graceful without even trying. Think of your scarf as movement, not coverage. It's not there to hide your shape. It's there to highlight it. A soft, vertical drape can make you look taller and slimmer, while a gentle knot near the chest can draw the eye upward, giving structure without stiffness. If you get this one thing right, proportion, you'll instantly see a difference in every scarf you own. It's not about buying more. It's about learning how to let what you already have work with you, not against you. Mistake 2. Choosing the wrong colors or patterns. Now let's talk about something that most women overlook. Color. A scarf sits right next to your face. That means it has more power than almost any other accessory you own. The wrong color can make your skin look tired, dull, or even emphasize fine lines, while the right color can instantly lift your face, brighten your eyes, and make you look rested, even when you're not. I once worked with a woman named Maria. She had beautiful, warm-toned skin and honey brown hair. But every scarf she owned was gray, navy, or black. She told me they just go with everything. But when she wore them, her face looked shadowed, like the life had drained out of her expression. We swapped those scarves for shades of ivory, coral, and soft camel, tones that echoed the warmth of her skin. The difference was immediate. Her friends actually asked if she'd changed her makeup routine. She hadn't. She'd just changed her scarf color. Here's what I've learned after years of styling. If gold jewelry flatters you, you probably have warm undertones. That means scarves in ivory, cream, olive, or coral will light up your face. If you look best in silver jewelry, you likely have cool undertones. So soft blues, lilacs, and grays will make your complexion glow naturally. You don't need to memorize color theory, just use this simple test. Stand near a window, hold the scarf close to your face, and look in natural light. If your skin looks radiant and alive, that's your color. If you look pale or tired, set it aside. Patterns matter too. Loud, oversized prints can overpower mature features, while small, elegant designs, like watercolor florals, gentle stripes, or subtle gradients, soften your face and create harmony. I always tell my clients, your scarf should frame your beauty, not compete with it. You are the main character. The scarf is just there to support your glow. And here's something fun. Experiment with prints that match your personality. If you're bold and creative, go for painterly swirls or brushstroke patterns. If you're calm and classic, try gentle neutrals with a hint of texture. Once you find colors that belong to you, every outfit feels more intentional, more put together, even when you're just in jeans and a sweater. Because color doesn't just change how you look, it changes how you feel. A warm, lively shade near your face can lift your mood before you even leave the house. And isn't that what true style is about? Looking good because you feel good. Mistake 3, overcomplicating the wrap. Now, let's move to something that can make or break your scarf look. How you wrap it. I see this all the time. Women watch online tutorials and start twisting, looping, and tying their scarves in 10 different ways. And by the end, they look less like chic French elegance and more like they're preparing for a snowstorm. Here's the secret. The most beautiful scarf looks are usually the simplest. When you wrap too tightly, it shortens your neck and hardens your jawline. When you tie it without thought, just throwing it over your shoulders, it can look flat and unbalanced. The key is to let the scarf breathe. Let it move. Let it flow. Style it like it's part of your body. Soft, graceful, and natural. Think of your scarf as music. Too loud and it's overwhelming. Too soft and it fades away. But just the right tone, that's when it sings. If you're wearing a structured coat, try the European loop. It looks clean and polished. If you're wearing a light blouse, just drape it around your neck and let the ends fall unevenly. That asymmetry draws the eye upward, framing your face beautifully. And if you want a hint of drama, toss one end over your shoulder. A small, confident gesture that says, I know what I'm doing. One of my clients, Janet, told me she used to spend 15 minutes in the mirror trying to get her scarf right. Now she laughs and says, it takes me 30 seconds, and it looks better than ever. Why? Because she stopped trying to make it perfect. She started letting it be natural. When a scarf moves with your body, when it sways as you walk or shifts softly when you turn, that's when it looks effortlessly elegant. You'll notice people glance at you not because of your scarf, but because of how comfortable you look in it. So here's my advice. Stop fighting with your scarf. Don't twist it into something it doesn't want to be. Silk wants to flow. Wool wants to hold shape. Let the fabric tell you how it wants to move and follow its lead. Because style, at our age, isn't about control anymore. It's about harmony. When you and your scarf work together, everything about your look feels right, calm, graceful, and deeply you. Mistake 4, ignoring the fabric and texture. Now let's talk about something subtle, but incredibly powerful, the fabric. Most women focus on color or pattern, but forget that texture is what gives a scarf its soul. Think about it. A stiff, scratchy wool scarf can make even the most beautiful outfit feel uncomfortable, while a soft silk or chiffon one moves with you. It flows, it whispers, it breathes. And when you wear something that moves with ease, you automatically stand taller, smile easier, and look more relaxed. A few winters ago, I worked with a woman named Evelyn. She loved scarves, but confessed that she only wore them when it was freezing. They always make me itch, she said. When I asked what kind she used, she showed me thick acrylic blends that trapped heat and rubbed against her skin. We replaced them with lightweight cashmere for cold days and airy modal and viscose for spring. A week later, she sent me a message. I wore the new scarf to lunch, and for the first time, I didn't want to take it off. It felt like it was part of me. That's the magic of the right fabric. It doesn't fight you, it moves with you. If you live in a warmer climate, stick to soft cotton, silk, or bamboo blends. They're breathable and elegant. If it's cold where you are, choose wools that feel smooth to the touch. Merino or cashmere are wonderful choices. And here's a quick stylist's tip. If the fabric doesn't glide easily when you run it through your fingers, it's probably too rough to flatter your neckline. Also, pay attention to how the scarf drapes. If it stands stiff like cardboard, it adds bulk to your upper body. But if it falls softly and catches light when you move, it frames your face beautifully. Texture tells a story. Silk says sophistication, wool says warmth and comfort, linen says ease and quiet confidence. And you, my dear, get to choose the story you want to tell that day. So don't underestimate the feel of your scarf. Because when the fabric feels right, you feel right. And it shows in every gesture, every smile, every step. Mistake 5. Treating scarves as just accessories. Now, this last one might surprise you, and it's one of the biggest reasons many women feel scarves don't work for them. It's not the scarf itself, it's the mindset. So many of us treat scarves like background pieces, just something to throw on for warmth or color. But the truth is, a scarf can be the signature of your style, the element that ties your whole look together and expresses who you are without a single word. I'll tell you a little story. A dear friend of mine, Linda, is 68. She's elegant, thoughtful, and has the kind of presence that turns heads without trying. For years, she told me she didn't get scarves. They feel too fussy, she'd say. I just want to keep things simple. So one afternoon, I asked her to bring her favorite outfit, a plain navy dress, and we played. I draped a long silk scarf in soft shades of plum and silver around her shoulders. Nothing fancy, just a gentle knot to one side. She looked in the mirror and paused for a long moment. Then she whispered, "Oh, that's me." That's what happens when the right scarf becomes part of your identity, not just your outfit. It adds personality, texture, and story. It's the final brushstroke on your canvas. So here's what I want you to try. Next time you get dressed, don't add a scarf at the last minute. Start with it. Lay it out on the bed first and let it guide the rest of your outfit. Choose one that reflects your mood that day. Calm and neutral, bold and creative, soft and romantic. And remember, scarves don't always belong around your neck. You can tie one on the handle of your handbag for a pop of color. Use it as a belt to accentuate your waist, or drape it around your shoulders at dinner for that quietly elegant, I didn't even try charm. These small details say so much about you. They show confidence, creativity, and joy. Because when you wear a scarf with intention, it becomes a statement of who you are today. And here's the best part. That doesn't take money, trends, or perfection. It just takes awareness. Once you see scarves not as accessories, but as expressions of your personality, you'll never wear them the same way again. Reflection, finding your scarf confidence. So if you've ever looked at yourself in the mirror and thought, scarves just don't suit me, I want you to stop saying that right now. Because it's not true. It's never been true. It's not about the scarf. It's about the details, the size, the color, the texture, and the way you wear it. When you choose the right proportions, find colors that lift your complexion, and let the fabric move naturally with you, something beautiful happens. You stop hiding behind clothes and start expressing yourself through them. I've seen women in their 70s walk into a room wearing a simple silk scarf and completely light up the space, not because of the fabric, but because of how they carried themselves. Scarves aren't about perfection. They're about personality. They tell the world that elegance doesn't fade with age, it deepens. That confidence isn't loud, it's quiet, composed, and unmistakable. So don't be afraid to play, to experiment, to make mistakes. Because every time you adjust a knot, try a new color, or drape a scarf a little differently, you're learning something new about your own beauty. And when you finally find that combination, the scarf that feels like you'll look in the mirror and smile. Because it won't just look right, it will feel right. So my friend, the next time you wrap a scarf around your neck and think, this just doesn't look right on me, I want you to pause and remember everything we've talked about today. It's not about your age. It's not about your body. And it's certainly not about following someone else's idea of style. It's about understanding the little details that make you shine, the colors that bring light to your face, the fabrics that move with your spirit, the shapes that highlight your grace. Because scarves aren't just fabric, they're quiet storytellers, gentle brushstrokes that reveal your confidence, your softness, your individuality. They say, I've lived, I've learned, and I'm still evolving beautifully. When you wear a scarf that truly feels like you, something inside shifts. You stop thinking about whether it looks right. You start noticing how it makes you feel, warm, radiant, alive. So go ahead, open that drawer again. Take out the scarves you've been avoiding. Try them in new ways. Fold them differently, let one side hang longer. Step outside in natural light and really see yourself. You'll be amazed how one simple accessory can change not just your outfit, but your energy. How you walk, how you smile, how you carry your beautiful self through the world. And that's what we're all about here at Golden Grace, learning how to dress, live, and feel with intention, no matter our age. Because style doesn't fade, it matures. And confidence only grows stronger with time. If this video helped you see scarves in a new light, share it with a friend who's always said, "Scarves just don't suit me." You might just help her rediscover a side of herself she's been missing. And I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, which of these 5 mistakes have you been making without realizing it? Or maybe share the moment when a scarf finally made you feel beautiful again. Your stories inspire so many women in this community, and I read every single one of them. If you enjoyed today's episode, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel reach more women who need a little spark of style and confidence in their lives. And don't forget to subscribe to Golden Grace so you never miss another tip that makes you look and feel absolutely radiant. Until next time, remember this: you are timeless, you are graceful, and no matter your age, you are and will always be beautifully you. Stay confident, stay inspired, and as always, stay golden.